Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to say that I know those videos I put up sucked. I know they did. My original idea was I had a total of 15 cards that I was going to burn. And most of the cards are sports personnel who's in the media right now. That includes Chad Ochocinco de Mayo Johnson, who played for Cincinnati, and Peyton Manning, obviously, and a few others. Ryan Clark was one. The national media just dogging Buffalo. I mean, they even complained about Josh Allen winning the MVP. Really? You know, when you think of the Ravens, you think of Lamar and you think of Henry. When you think of Patrick Mahomes, you think Mahomes and Kelsey. When you think of Josh Allen, who else is with him? It's just Josh Allen. And what most people don't realize is his wide receiver core, Josh Allen's, this past season, there's only one wide receiver that was on the team that actually caught a pass from him the year before, and that was Shakir. Everybody else was new. Coleman, rookie. Amari, we signed him halfway through the season. Who else? Let's see. Samuel, who we got from Washington. Matt Collins, who we signed as a free agent in the offseason. None of them had caught a pass from Josh the previous year. And yet, we took that wide receiver core and went to the AFC Championship game. You know? If that isn't the most MVP player of ever, I don't know what is. I mean, he pulled Buffalo along. And, you know, if we make some just very minor adjustments. Number one, we need a pass rusher. I'd love to have Myles Garrett. No doubt about it. And, you know, I was really hoping Von Miller would have came through in that game, and he didn't. I just don't think he's got anything left in the tank. I think he's done. So, I would still like him. I would still like him part of the Bills organization, just not on the active roster. Whether it be scouting, rushing coach or something. I would still like to see Von part of the team, though. And I know his goal eventually is to become a GM like Brandon Beane. So maybe he can get his feet wet in Buffalo. That's how I look at it. And as far as, you know, the videos I posted and stuff, you know, I'm just trying to, what I had in my head and what I had on paper is not what happened. Basically what happened was, I started the cards on fire. I had a plastic bucket, is what the witch's cauldron was. And I didn't think the alcohol was strong enough to catch on fire, but it did. And I didn't really want to burn my woods down, so I knocked it over. And when I knocked it over, the alcohol fell into the tent, which started that on fire, which burned everything up. I was able to save my camera and tripod and some other things. I just didn't think it was going to take me 4 hours to burn 15 football cards, you know. My original thing was I was going to drive to New Orleans and do it on her grave, that Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen. I was going to do it at her grave in New Orleans. But then I didn't know how kindly the locals would take to me burning stuff and all that, so then I decided I was just going to build the thing in the backyard. Unfortunately, like I said before, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. I thought this was actually going to be easier than what it was. It's actually doing this is quite difficult. You know, between the, you know, I'm just learning film editing, splicing, and, you know, all of that. This is all new to me. All new to me. So I'm just trying to figure it out and, you know, let my family and friends know how in the hell I'm doing down here and all that good stuff. There was just one other thing I wanted to put out. My prediction for the Super Bowl today. Obviously, I will never, ever root for Kansas City. You know, I'm starting to hate that team as much as I hated New England, the Patriots and Tom Brady. I believe the Eagles are going to win 38-27. That's my prediction. That's my final score. And I'm not an Eagles fan by any sense of the word, but anybody but Kansas City. So, and to the national media, the national sports media, to be more specifically. And them always dogging Western New York and Buffalo and the Falls and, you know, all of that. They're just, every time I watch them, they're just dogging us, running us into the ground. Josh Allen doesn't deserve the MVP, yada, 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 that crap, right? So, to the national sports media, let me be perfectly clear. The backbone of America resides in Western New York. America is Western New York. You won't find a more blue-collar city anywhere. And there's a reason why we are the city of good neighbors. And if I have to explain, you wouldn't understand. So all my cards that I burnt and everything else, I didn't get to say this on there, or I might have cut it off. Who knows what I did? I don't know. I just posted the videos. But to the national sports media from this Buffalo Bills fan, this is what I got to say to you. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. The words you say, we don't give a fuck. And that about sums it up. And I can't wait to see what Buffalo does in the off season. We just need to do a little bit of tweaking here and tweaking there. And I'm still sticking by my original prediction. I predict that the Bills will win the Super Bowl the last year Rich Stadium is standing. And we're going to three-peat the first 3 years our new stadium opens up. And that's my prediction, and I'm sticking to it. And I just want to say I love all you guys. And if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel going. There's so many different areas I could cover besides the Bills, which will be my main focus. But just football in general. And maybe some other stuff thrown in there. You never know with Aunt Scary Sherry what the hell's going through her mind. Hell, I don't even know half the time. So, with that being said, thank you all for your love and your support. I really appreciate it. And, like always, go Bills.